To all of you just dropping in. Hello. All right. So today's meditation is Ganesha and sustenance, Ganesha and nourishing. And this meditation actually, I've actually never done a meditation for the vision that I'm going to take you through, but it was probably it was my first dream that I ever experienced after my awakening. And it was about Ganesh and about sustenance. And what came out of it was the saying, and this will make sense. I'm going to give it to you now, and then it will make sense after we complete the meditation as well. Is that the spiritual abundance is in the emotional sustenance. And so, again, it was at the beginning of my journey. I didn't even know what, lucid dreaming was all about, but that was the phrase. That was the phrase that Ganesha fed me in the midst of the dream. And so I'm going to take you into this lucid dream, into the vision of working with Ganesh. Ganesh is obviously a Hindu deity, but a breaker of boundaries, a breaker of barriers. And as Saturn is retrograding, it is about foundation, it is about the solid core and what is needed to help us lift ourselves up, to help us endure, to build the foundation for moving forward. And so it may be breaking through. It could be using those waters to crack through the density, if you will. It also could just be being held, right? So can't wait to see what comes through for you in our journey today. So with that, let's go ahead, take a nice deep breath in, stretch those arms up, let yourself open that chest. Go ahead and rotate through the hips, roll the shoulders, crack open. Feel like glow stick, right? Feel your body like a glow stick as you're moving right now. Every twist, every turn, every flex, every roll of the neck, clenching and opening of the fists becomes a cracking of the glow stick, a cracking of the light within as you close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, let yourself feel this light, just like we see those glow sticks turning on in the darkness. Let yourself feel the light just slowly beginning to glow within as you imagine the sun shining down on the top of your head, using the light stick analogy as our light link today, and feeling that sun shining, just slowly melting as though we're turning the light on. The glow stick, that gentle glow, is cracking open from the top of the mind all the way down the spine, from the spine into the hips into the thighs and the knees and the feet. And then imagining the earth beneath you cracking open like a glow stick. And just seeing, feeling, sensing your grounding cord all the way down to the crystal quartz at the center of the earth, where you begin to recognize that that glow from within is truly sourcing all the way up through your roots, and that your heart is truly one with the center of the earth. Feeling the two becoming one until you envision yourself as just a column of light, a pillar of light, from the sun to the earth to your heart and everything in between, allowing density to release itself as we begin our journey today. Allowing yourself to melt into form. And let's go ahead and envision as this column of light beginning to spin. Just let yourself be free of the bonds of the earth, imagining starting to spin, corkscrew, spinning around and around. And so we're on an um, spiral staircase, but not moving up or down, but out somewhere into space and time, beyond space and time. Let your body guide you where you're meant to spin. Maybe it's an up and a down. Just start spinning. Maybe you see yourself twirling in a grassy field until there is nothing but you, and everything of the earth has been spun off, continuing to spin and to spin and to spin until all of the light of that glow stick is all that's left in the midst of the darkness, like a rocket ship spiraling through space. As we call in specific moment, specific point to specific dimension, don't worry about calculating it with your mind. Just trusting and knowing that in a few moments, a beacon of light is going to emerge, a pillar, much like the column of light that you had been. It's going to come into your focus. And you're going to find yourself suddenly landing with your feet on an ancient stone temple step. Ancient stone step. That's what I want to have you look for in your imagination next. Just feeling those feet landing. And go ahead and call that up, the stone beneath your feet. Really feel into it. Let yourself imagine the coolness. Is it damp? Is it hot and dry and warm? Is it so smooth and well worn that it's slippery from being traversed so many times? And stepping up to the next stone step and the next, really allowing your body, your senses to come alive. Don't worry about anything other than the stair before you. And maybe your tension, your gaze and your mind's eye just slowly gets drawn to a mighty door. Coolness inside, darkness inside, as though the lights are off, maybe a few candles illuminating a path down and through this temple, allowing the darkness to hold, the candles to guide you forward. Again, noticing the floor, is it well worn, traversed many times. And you find yourself entering the temple. And before you, you see and sense the presence of a great, I'm going to say energy. It's truly the deity of Ganesh. But everybody connects to new deities and fields of energy differently. So just take your time to feel into Ganesha's presence. And oftentimes the best way we can do this, you may see an elephant, you may see nothing. You may feel just a wall of pulsing energy before you as you step through this temple. And so we're in truly a different dimensional space. We're tuning in to a different field. Let your brain calibrate to the adjustment. Don't try to force this vision. Let it come through in the ways that are natural for you. I'm going to give you some prompts and suggestions. tuning in. And where I really want to have you focus in on next is not just Ganesha, but on what it is that you are carrying in this moment. What offering, what gift. And as you imagine yourself lifting this gift up, you recognize that you're holding it, it's contained within a box. And as you go to present the gift in the box, you realize that it is empty. As though you come to the front of Lord Ganesh and you lift the box. And whatever is there, you know, within, as you tune into your offering, that it is still not adequate. There is more. As though you've shown up to the party, but forgot to bring your housewarming gift with you. And so in this moment, the invitation is to drop down to your knees, on the floor of this temple, and to focus in on the cool stone floor beneath you, to feel the cracks in the floor, to feel the stone of the floor, and to feel your offering open as you breathe in and out. And I want you to feel back to the beginning of your spiritual journey. The many times that a foundation has cracked, new paths have opened, new rivers and currents of energy have flowed in. And the tears that have fallen, and the heartache and the pain that has come. And maybe it becomes real for you now as you tap into this well, this inner reserve of storage, cache of memory. But truly what is here is the awareness of your offerings, of your suffering, of the times that the waters have flown through your body in the form of tears and heartache in the past. And as you do, you begin to realize that these tears are the gift. These tears are the offering that is meant to be within this gift for Lord Ganesh. It is the journey that has been presented. And so in whatever way and shape your evolutionary path has led you to this moment, knowing that the pain has been those points of resistance to your own evolution, and Ganesha has been the one who has helped you to break through those moments, to put the crack in the foundation so that you may rebuild, so that you may evolve. I'm giving you a lot of spoken to word, but in the moment, just see and feel and sense all of these critical points in time, these critical points in shift. Maybe you envision writing them out on a slip of paper. But knowing that not only is and are your tears and your challenges and your triumphs over them part of the offering to Ganesh, but that Ganesh is here to also honor you. And so as you raise your box or your gift to Ganesh this time, seeing it transform into a plate, into a tray, into a box full of ripe fruit. Fruit being born of your heartache and your pain. Seeds within the fruit presented to Lord Ganesh. And so again, we're tracking on several different dimensional layers right now. I'm having you call up past memory. I'm having you call up even past life. And we are dimensionally holding the space of a specific field of a deity with Ganesha within this temple. And so giving yourself a moment for your mind to jump in and through. It's as though we're in the data point, if you will, of Ganesha while pulling on old memory, old cache, and offering that up. Taking a few more breaths here as we will shift one more time. As you make the offering, recognizing that Ganesha is not sending you away, but is receiving these fruits and bringing you into the vortex, bringing you into the field, almost as though a force field of energy opens, the vortex opens. You can see the power of your heart. You can see Lord Ganesha's heart pulsing and beating in synchronicity with yours. And dimensionally, the vision shifts out of the temple space and into one of a lush garden where the fruits of your labors and your efforts and your heartaches and your pains have been held and stored away and planted. And so wherever this tropical paradise or high mountain paradise is, that as you sync up with Lord Ganesh, as he receives your offering, he is the gatekeeper. You feel the energy melting away again, and you dimensionally, maybe even falling, slipping down through the cracks of the temple, landing in this tropical oasis, this garden. Where the fruits of your heartache and your pain have borne fruit, have been planted, and rise up all around you. And you find yourself taking in the abundance that is present here. You find yourself being held within the web of energies that have been woven together to create this perfect moment, this perfect life for you now. You feel yourself like the Buddha riding the back of the elephant, riding the back of Ganesh. Nurtured, cared for, not needing to be in control, just riding, being carried, being held with a force so far greater than our human construct and understanding could even begin to connect to. Letting yourself be heard, held and heard and felt in this incredible environment. As you find yourself now slipping off of the back of the elephant and placing your forehead to that of the Ganesh. Your subconscious and conscious minds coming together as one. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. As you find yourself rising up in the waters of fate, being nourished, being held. And for the journey forward, having this elephant, this Ganesha by your side, not caught in one concentric ring, if you will, within one world or frame of reference, but able to navigate and traverse the greatest of terrain. As you see a path, a golden path emerging before you, out of this garden, out of this tropical paradise, into your future. The two coming together as one. The foundation in light and love formed. You as this incredible creator and weaver of the web of energies of the subconscious and the conscious mind. Feeling new foundations, new relationships to your own body forging. Again, I'm going to take you out of the visual that we're in and back into the body for what is our foundation, but a bunch of molecules of emotions stored within, molecules of memories. And so as you feel this connection to Ganesh, and we see these different images flashing before us as I prompt them, just trusting and knowing that it's almost as though your mind is recalibrating to that of light. No longer resistance to the emotional block within, but a flow of energies, a flow of the waters within, the liquefaction, if you will, where that density has been stored in all of your cells, allowing it to loosen and flow freely as you now become the glow stick within your body. But this time, not just a glow stick, but a true flowing current of energy and light. As we honor Ganesha, as we honor your journey, as we honor the memory of your journey stored within your cells, recognizing each point of density, each point of resistance, blocking your evolutionary path as a seed to be planted and harvested in the garden within. Let's go ahead and draw all of this energy in. Feel this new foundation being built. Allow yourself to connect to the next month, the next couple of weeks, the next month, up through November. Allow yourself to feel the dreams that were seeded. The energies started back in March as they come to a culmination, completing in February of this next year. Allow these seeds to be released now into your body, the density of them to be nourished by spirit. And as you do, allow the earth to take you in. Allow the memory of the earth in the same way you hold the memory of your journey within your cells. Allow the memory of the earth and its means for recycling all that holds us back, and its means for creating rich soils for us to drop into as you take a nice deep breath in and out, feeling that deep, profound, powerful connection, the roots within and yourself now as one of those trees planted in this beautiful garden of Gaia, flowering and blossoming, turning your consciousness towards the sun, knowing that you are firmly planted in light and in love. As I give thanks to each of you, as you call in the future dream to come, as you begin to feel the rise, not only this nourishment that we have created, but the rise of action and incentive for this next chapter on your spiritual journey. Make no mistake, it is going to be new, it is going to be bold, it is going to be needed, it's going to be full of light and love. And as you hit those points of resistance, feel the Ganesha breaking down those boundaries. And so with that, coming all the way back into your body, into the room, into the moment, not only feeling the light, but feeling the inner strength, the inner power of Ganesh, able to force, punch, break through absolutely anything, the courage to persevere. With that, namaste, so much love. I will see you all tomorrow for our 4th of July.